Hello everyone, it's Michelle here again. And yesterday I had some questions from you, from the ones that watched the video completely. Thank you so much, and thank you for having patience with the long video that I consider it was long, but I wanted to give you as detailed as possible about my experience and information that you need to know uh, in order to know about this company that is right now hiring ESL teachers. So let's go to the questions and I will answer those questions for you. And hopefully that would clarify a little bit more the information that probably I didn't give you clearly or didn't provide it on the last video. So let's see. Okay, so one of the questions that I got in the Casa Cultural channel. So let's see. From Noe Gutierrez Vicente, he says, "Hi, this is interesting. However, I have some questions to ask. Do they provide the interactive lesson plan ahead on time before you start teaching aside from the one you yourself shows on the screen?" Yes, to answer really quick that question, I will show you on the platform. As you can see, these are the lessons that I will have tomorrow, Thursday morning. And as you can see right here, it says preview. Okay, so if or download, this means that you can download the information and you don't have to be um, logged in with the internet in order to see the material. Now, I really prefer not to download because it will stay on my computer. Maybe I would forget to erase it or something. So I just preview the material, and as you can see, this is what I'm going to see tomorrow with my student. I will see the alphabet. So uh, you already know or you have an idea of how you're going to provide your lessons with this. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, this is there are 19 pages of this slide and you can see all of the information. Now, for example, right here that I have animals, if you have extra material, you could use some flashcards from animals. Actually, I have right here some flashcards about animals, so I could use some of the flashcards of the animals that are there and maybe four more animals to introduce. But generally, it's not necessary for you to introduce or provide extra things for this for what you have already in the lesson, because you don't want to saturate the student or the kid with a lot of information, since more generally they are basic level. So yeah, there you go, you have an idea. If for you it's necessary to go through it before having your lesson, you already can do that a day before your lesson. So I hope this answers your question. And the next question that you had there is two, do they test your teaching skills or do the initial interview through Skype first thing? And what do they ask you during the interview? This is a very good question, and this is my video about showing you the Skype interview I had in the beginning with the recruiter I had. Okay, and another question that I will also answer while showing you my interview and my interaction with my recruiter is this question that I had on the Casa Cultural Facebook page. Alan Liro? Okay, it is a monthly payment, right? How does the payment work? Is there deductions, taxes, Infonavit, etc.? How does the company deposit? Thank you for your attention. Thank you so much, Alan, for asking this question. And let me tell you really quick. No, this company wouldn't work with any benefits that a company in Mexico should provide to their workers, because basically this company is not in Mexico, it's in China. You are working basically, let's say, virtually in China. So the only benefit that you will have will be the bonuses that you get if you have punctuality, if you do um, your reports after the class. You have to do some reports. And well, any extra bonuses that you could get for doing a great work and outstanding job in performing as their tutor. That's the only benefit. And well, the payment is on the 15th mainly. And so it can depend if you get a bank transfer. Um, they deposit on the 15th, and maybe it will last 2 days approximately for it to arrive on your or be reflected on your bank account. Because of the distance, I don't know. But it takes, for me, that I chose bank transfer in the end. They deposit by the 15th, but I get my money on the 17th because that's the day, 2 days after that it seems reflected on my bank account. It could last a little bit longer. This time, this month, they deposit on 17th. I'm really not sure why, but I would think that they are very hectic. If they are hiring more teachers, well, they have more teachers to pay. So accountants have more teachers to check the hours and count the hours and all the math that they have to do in order to get the proper payment for each teacher. So I was deposited by the 17th, so I contact my the staff to see what was going on, and they said that they already had deposited on the 17th, so it would last 2 days. So today it's the 19th. So yeah, there you go. It lasted 2 days for my money to be reflected on my bank account. Fortunately, right now I already received an email that the money is already on my bank account from the bank that I have my account on, which is Banamex. So I got an email from Banamex that I already got a wire transfer, and it's the money, it's the payment. Um, but with the payment and details of the payment and the proofs of the payments that I've been receiving since I started working with them, I would like to make another video where I will show you the reflected payments from the company with the name of the company, because I know that a lot of people can't believe this is actually a job where you actually get a good payment and you get paid, but it is. It's already very popular way of working for especially Asian companies. In Asia, this is another boom, and it's already a lot of companies that you could work for in this way. I will also show you in other videos how you can look for yourself other companies that maybe you would like to work for other different areas. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to pause sometimes this because there are I don't know, salespersons passing by on the street. Anyway, so as I was saying, you would have to, I will make a video completely about that later. And well, let's go to answer the question. One thing that I will answer right now for you is yes, it's a monthly payment. And how does the payment company deposit? And that's the answer throughout. Let me just tell you, throughout bank transfer or throughout Pioneer. This is like PayPal, and actually with the benefit that you receive in Pioneer is that you get a little how do you say, deposit card where you can actually use, and it's, I think, it linked to MasterCard. So the opposite of PayPal, which is more popular than Pioneer, is that with PayPal, you actually don't get a little card to receive or to take out the money on your deposits that you receive on PayPal. So this is one of the disadvantages that I saw with PayPal, because my first payment I received it on PayPal is that, yeah, I had to wait almost about 2 days when I received my payment to get the money. So it was the same thing, receiving the money on the 15th, but after sending it to my bank account that is linked to my PayPal account, I still received it 2 days after. So I thought it could be a little bit more convenient to just have them do this deposit directly to the wire transfer, to my bank account. I will also show you the details that they told me about the taxes that they deduct and all that. It's not really much, because the money that you earn is quite more than the money that you get deducted from the taxes from China and from the international transfers. Okay, so let's go through the Skype interview with the recruiter I had, and I will explain the details while you see the interview. Okay, so this is how it all started. As you can see right here, I have Dada wants to add you, obviously in Spanish because I am in Mexico. So right here, I added her, and that's how it all started. So I didn't receive an email, actually. I didn't receive an email of them throughout the Gmail account I provided on the CV. I just got added throughout Skype. So I had to check constantly on Skype if there was any notification of a person trying to add me. And that's the day, 11th of October. That's when it all started. And well, we read it right here. You can pause at the video so you can read thoroughly the conversation if it's necessary for you. So right here you can see she provided me information about the company, how it works, the schedule that they manage, and the details that I need to do. One of the details is that you have to have a good quality webcam, which is HD, if you can find it HD. The brand I'm using is Perfect Choice, that I bought separately because my computer didn't have a webcam, because it's a desktop that didn't have that. So I bought that. I bought these, but not for this company, from previous company that I worked for. And what else did I acquire? I also acquired a good graphics, because my computer, my PC didn't have that. So I added that in order so I wouldn't have any issues with the platform. And basically that's, oh, of course, the speed, the download speed. So right here you see that there's the minimum download speed that they require. 10 megabytes download speed, 2 megabytes upload speed. I'm not sure if that's still the minimum that they are asking for, so you would have to check that. But well, my speed is more than that, so I'm good to go. And yeah, well, this is a hiring process: Skype video interview, connection test, and training, which will take an hour. So connection test and also the interview, so they get to know you a little bit, so you would talk to them about yourself a little bit. Okay, and introduction of Dada's online classroom. So this is where they send you a little username and password for you to enter to the platform. And of course you wouldn't see all this, the lessons that you already have that I have reflected right here for me to give. You will have this all blank, and something would appear like this, where you would have to click right here. It would be in, I think, in green, and you would log in to the platform where you will see your interviewer, okay, or recruiter, we could say, and you will start the interview with them, the job interview. TPR training, total physical response, is have a class with my colleague, which takes 30 minutes. This means that a trainer will tell you how you can manage a classroom online with their platform and the material that they provide with you. They expect that you would be spontaneous and have an idea of what to do during lessons. So they're not going to tell you everything. They're also going to ask you, how do you think you should teach this section? So if the slide right there has a section, well, you have to pretend that you already have a student right there that you're going to teach. So you got to act out how you would teach that specific part of the lesson. And if you're doing good, well, the recruiter is going to say, you're doing fine. I can give you these ideas, these extra ideas for you to work on. And yeah, it's basically very interactive and very informative. No big deal there. And then the demo class. Now, this is the part where you already learned how to use the platform. So this is the part where you're going to give a demo class to an actual student from them, from theirs. And this means that it's up to you. It means how well you do on the demo. That will mean if you stay working for them. So this is the part where you already know what to expect. You already know how to use their platform and all the parts that you need to use during a class. Discuss the contract and sign for the contract. After passing 4 demo lesson, you're already good to go with the rest. And well, there you go. Okay, so right here you can see working hours from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Beijing time, 2 days per week minimum, as I told you in the other video, 2 hours per day as minimum requirement. Students are from age 5 to 16. Sometimes they will include an age 4. Sometimes, but generally you will have the parents beside the smallest children, since they need to take care that they will behave during lesson and pay attention. So parents help throughout this. Throughout the classes. Could you send me email? Okay, so right there, they're asking for my information, and right here, well, please pause the video so you can check the rest of the interview if it's necessary for you. No big deal. Okay, so right here, I'm thanking for the information. I'm telling them a little bit about myself, and I'm arranging a time to have the TPR with them. Okay, so right here, here's a little bit more where I'm arranging interview and the training. Please pause if necessary. Okay, so right here I'm arranging, as you can see right here, they already gave me the my email, which would be my username, and the password that I had to enter to the platform to have the TPR training. And here are the links that I had to log in throughout Chrome or Internet Explorer, whichever you use, but generally they recommend to use Chrome. For some reason, their platform works best throughout Chrome. Okay. And so right here, I already was being arranged for TPR, but something happened, so they arranged another date. So please look at the dates. It's very important for you to look at the dates so you can see how long all this process lasted for me. It lasted almost a month, or basically a month. So yes, I said thank you, and I had another day, the TPR. So here we are, we're still arranging the TPR. Oh, I did good. You did good during the TPR training. And now I had to go to the demo class. So I was arranging already the demo class right here. So check the dates. This is the 19, 20, and then the 23rd. I couldn't arrange a good time for to have the demo class. Right here, I'm still arranging. So demo class will last 15 minutes to 30 minutes. It can all depend. It depends on the student that you get. Why does this depend? This depends because 30 normal student will get a 30-minute lesson. So maybe you would receive a lesson that already the student needs to continue on. 15 minutes lasts a trial lesson. This means that this is a student, a prospect student that they still don't have. So they're giving a demo lesson to the student, and they will decide after the lesson, the student or the parent would decide if they want to stay with this teacher or with the company to start their English lessons. So that's why it could depend. I'm not sure if they still manage it this way. So it all depends. But you will get the material one day before or the lesson. So don't worry. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, so right here I'm still arranging, as you can see. Okay, so right here, as you can see, 26th of October 27. So by the 27th, they arranged the demo class, as you can see. And right here, they asked me for my IDs, which could be a passport or driver's license, and my certificates. Okay. So right here, this is where I sent my certificates, which for me is just a teacher's diploma I acquired on my local university, and a TKT from Cambridge University, which I really and highly recommend to acquire a TKT, because this is a document that basically allows you to work in any part of the world as an English teacher. So a TKT is very convenient. So as you can see right here, it's Friday the 28th of October. So they're asking me also for a profile picture that they could put on the platform. And I already had the demo class by this point. So I was just, by this point, I was just waiting for them to tell me that yes, I passed the demo, I did good, and I'm good to go to start working for them. This is where the nightmare begins for me, because it was a long period of time that I had to wait for them to tell me that yes, I had passed the demo lesson and I was hired. So I really recommend you have a lot of patience, because it is a lot of difficulty that you get because of the time difference, and also because I'm really not sure that you're talking to the same person all the time, as recruiters work at different times. So maybe you would be talking to another person. You will see that at the end, I was not speaking to Jessica anymore. I was speaking to somebody else. So as you can see, 28th, the 2nd of November, and the 3rd of November, and I was constantly messaging them, and I didn't receive any answer from them. I was really desperate. Okay, so right here she tells me Jessica's co-maid, she's off today. So I don't know what was wrong with Jessica, but she was missing a lot. So look, I'm here by the 4th. She answered. I contacted them on the 7th. So I let some days pass and I didn't receive anything. So I contact Jessica again, and there we go. I didn't receive a lot of from her. And no updates. Sorry for the late reply. I will ask the result for you tomorrow. And I said thank you, and no, I didn't receive any answer that tomorrow. By the 8th, I didn't get anything, so I let a few more days pass, and by the 11th, I contact them again. But this is the funny part. It's a funny story right here, so be careful. But actually, this is the part where actually it helped me get what I wanted if I had passed the demo class. So I was giving a private lesson that didn't have to do anything with the company, with Dada ABC company, and I was giving a lesson. And look, I was using Skype, so I was sending some screenshots. For some reason, my student couldn't see the material, so I sent the screenshots so he could see the material. And oops, I sent it to the wrong window. I sent it to the Data ABC recruiter. And yeah, this is very funny part. So here she is. She's like, what is this? Right here, she's like, what is this? What's happening? Right? And I said, sorry, I'm having a private lesson. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God. Are you working for another company? This is a Data ABC. We don't teach through Skype. So I didn't realize I was sending you the material. And she started. Well, I'm glad I made her laugh a little bit. So, no, these are my private lessons. I'm looking to work in your company. By this point, I was sure that I was not speaking to Jessica anymore, so I really don't know who this person was, and I didn't really care. I just wanted them to tell me, yes, you passed your demo, or no, so I would just move on, right? So, sorry again, I'm so embarrassed. Are there any news on how I did on demo? And ta-da-da-da. So she told me to wait a little bit, and yes, I had passed my demo. Fortunately, I did. So she started to ask me for all the information. So I had to send all the information with my certificates. In this case, my IFE, which is my ID from Mexico, and everything to her because this was a new person. I was sure that this was not Jessica. So thanks for letting me know, and you can provide a driver's license instead of your passport. Okay. So I told her that my driver license would be from Mexico since I'm currently living here. So right here there was a confusion. They thought that I was a US citizen. So I clarified right here that no, I was not a US citizen. Okay, so I said, is this an issue for me to work for Data ABC? I explained that I had plans to go back to the USA, maybe by summer, but I'm not an American citizen. As so it says, so your passport is for Mexico, then the driver license is okay. Nationality is not an issue to work for us, but it will impact your basic salary. I'm telling the truth. Sorry if I make you feel uncomfortable. So I thought, why would I earn a little bit less from a person that could be an American or a native speaker from a country that is a native English speaker? I didn't see why, since I'm doing the same job as them, right? Okay, so this is when I asked this question, and she said, I think you misunderstand my meaning. The basic salary is the 90 RMB per hour, but we will add 10 RMB for each part. One of the additional is native country. In our company, we will add 10 RMB for the teacher who hold a passport of American, GBR, Australian, or Canadian. So if you are from these countries, you were born in these countries, then you would obviously get a little bit more payment than what I received. In the end, we arranged. Okay, so I understand, and right here they tell me, for example, if I'm supposed to offer you 120 RMB for this job, now I only can offer you 110 RMB. Okay, so that's basically what's reflected right now in my contract. Okay, and here we go. So right here I asked what type of profile picture they needed from me. And here is the sample. And these are my profile pictures I sent. So I took like 4 pictures and they choose the best. You would have to do this, send them more than once so they choose the best for the one that they think is the best for your profile. So you get an impact when a prospect student or a parent with that student will check, oh, which teacher should be good for you. So they are basically checking profiles and choosing which teacher they would like to have. So yes, the profile picture would be the first impact and the first impression that students and their parents will get from you. I sent my ID from Mexico, the IFE. And right here, this is when she started to tell me the schedule. As you can see, 17:56, 21. Well, this is 5 from 9. Okay, so, and Saturdays, as you can see right here, they have mornings, which for us would be evenings and afternoons. So as you can see, this is the weekends that you could have also afternoon lessons. So right here, I asked some very important questions that maybe you would have. This is, does this stay as fixed schedule? Yes, it is a fixed schedule that you cannot change throughout the lasting of your contract. I said, can I start with a few and then add in the future? They told me that it was not convenient, that I should set the schedule that I want for a period of 6 months, which is more or less how the contract lasts. So please read thoroughly. If you need to pause, please do that. So they started to tell me more or less how it works. So I started to say Saturdays and Sundays, but I didn't. By this point, I still didn't understand that I should have a fixed schedule with all the days and hours that I would like to work. We have 3 kinds of class: trial class, 14 minutes; formal class, 30 minutes; interest class, 30 minutes. The interest class could be possibly the one that maybe a student is not having a good experience for some reason with another teacher, so they are checking if they want to change the teacher, and they will send you a student that you didn't have before. Basically, the students that you have every day is the students that you will have on a long period of time, because they're choosing the teachers that they want for a period of time, or maybe throughout the whole time that they would get lessons throughout this company. So right here in the end, I was talking Monday through Friday, but in the end, they told me that if I could choose a day of the weekend, and I choose from Tuesday through Saturday in the end, which I am sticking through right now with this schedule. And they confirmed me the earning, which is 110 RME, and yes, that's reflected on my contract. So yeah, I'm excited right there. And right here we were arranging the day that we would start, that I would start working for them formally with my students or end lessons. So right here they told me they already had the contract, so I just had to check that contract on the platform and sign it. Right here I had a question, which was, I said, do I get still pay for the waiting? Yeah, this is when they confirmed me that even though I didn't have a lesson throughout 30 minutes, I would still get half of the payment. And even if I didn't have a lesson throughout the hour, I would just get half of the payment for just waiting in that moment, because that's are the moments that if you don't have any lessons, those are the moments that they will probably acquire your service for a trial lesson, or for maybe a student that their teacher didn't arrive for them for their class for some reason, so they need a teacher to teach that day for that student, right? Even though that wouldn't be your regular student. So that's why they pay you, even though you don't have lessons throughout 30 minutes or a complete hour. So right here, here's the important part where I answer the question that was sent on the Casa Cultural Facebook page. The international transfer fee range for bank accounts. So if you want a wire transfer for your bank account, 200 to 250 RMB. So from your salary, that's subtract that, and it would be a little bit less, but it's not a big deal in my opinion. And I asked about the PayPal fee. So right here it's 4.4%. Also, you would have a fee for PayPal, which is zero point 0.3 US per transaction. So do the math. Which one would be more convenient for you, the wire transfer or the PayPal? So yeah, I confirmed there. And right here, this is where I finish all the interaction with the recruiter. And by the 22nd of November, which is Saturday, my first day, this is what I started to have the interaction with the staff that I have been having interaction all this time. So right here, arrange a lesson. So they notify you that you received a lesson, a last minute lesson that they arranged for you. So they just verified that you are already online and ready to give the lesson, prepared on in front of your computer. Okay. Lecture class training. This was a very unique experience because since it was going to be already Thanksgiving, this is something that I've just did once and haven't done for them. And well, this is it. This is the whole experience I had in throughout the interview and recruiting process. And my recommendations for this is just for you to have a lot of patience, because I don't know how well organized they are, and if that's the reason why this will last a long period of time before you get hired, uh, or if it's just that they have a lot of teachers to take care of, so especially the recruiters and then the staff, I don't think they are working just one member of their staff to solve the issues to one teacher. It's many teachers that one staff member will work on. So we gotta have a lot of patience. If you go Google and check reviews about this company, which I recommend you do, you really won't find any bad comments for Dada ABC. I think I remember I just saw one comment about precisely this thing, that this process lasts a long period of time. So you gotta have patience. If you really, really want this job, you gotta have patience, because sometimes it's not even that they are not organized. It's just the time difference and the hectic of how they can be with the recurring process and the taking care of the issues of the platform and teachers. Okay. So I hope this was very helpful for you. One of the questions that I had also, or comments that I had on the Facebook page was, let me check. Let's go back. So right here, Lord Alucard's Bride, is that correct? It says, could you make another video about why you left ABC Tutor? It is Tutor ABC. This is the first company I started to work for when I started this online journey to work for companies. In this case, they all have been Asian companies, so I have only had Asian students throughout this experience when I started online teaching. I started on the 2015. So it's more than a year already that I already started, because I started also on November with them of 2015. And right now we are on April of 2017. So it has been more than a year that I already have experience working online for companies. In this case, Asian companies. The first one was Tour ABC, and yes, I will talk about it in another video, but it doesn't have to do with a lot of negative things. It's just that I was pursuing, and I noticed that there were companies that were paying better and that their platforms seemed more attractive for me to teach. So I will explain that thoroughly in another video, of course I will. And also talk about the second company I worked for before .abc. I worked for them very short period of time because I got this opportunity with .abc and it was better payment. I loved the platform, and for many reasons I'm sticking right now, and it's been one of the best companies that I've been working for so far of this more than a year experience of online teaching. So if you don't have any further questions, well, uh, don't worry. But if you have further questions, please let me know. And if I could continue making a whole video with detailed information about your questions, of course I will. If it's a good topic for a video and I can help you with that, I will. And please subscribe to the channel for more updates, and like the Facebook page also for updates. And please share this video and the information I'm providing you. I will also leave the links down below of the company for you to apply, and the Facebook page. And that's more or less I have for you today. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye bye.